Hey everyone, Adam here at BetterFit and welcome to another video for today. So as you can see, I'm in my new sort of like studio, I'll cool new whiteboard up there. Warehouse is like $15 or something ridiculous like that. And I just bought these real nifty whiteboard markers from Countdown, 2 for $2.50. So I'm winning when it comes to this sort of stuff. Alright, so today I want to go over the best or the most important concept of exercise, physical activity, training, fitness, all that sort of stuff. This is in my opinion, this is the one concept that you really want to try and get your head around. Simple concept to understand. That's going to be progressive overload. I'll tell you what, I'm getting better at writing on this whiteboard. I'm really rating it at the moment. Let's just fix that. A little bit of OCD there. Alright, so progressive overload. So what is progressive overload? So the father of progressive overload is typically known as a guy back in the Greek sort of myth days. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Greek myth. He might have, I think he might have been a real guy, but maybe his the story got exaggerated somehow, I don't actually know. So his name was Milo of Croton, and what happened was he basically had a calf from when it was born. He would lift it up a hill. I'm not going to draw this, but he would basically lift it up a hill every day. So let's just try a little stick figure here. Cool, I'm not going to draw a calf because I don't, well, yeah, a bull, I don't know how. We'll just add a little. Yeah, that's his little nose there. Cool, so he's basically lifting this bull, this calf, up from when he was first born, right up until he was a full grown bull. Sweet, so let's just say, you know, he's carrying him here, that's going to be, I can't draw for shit. Right, cool. So that's day one, sweet, and then he progressively, the ball gets larger, obviously, grows up, and then the ball just gets bigger and bigger. That could be like after, you know, a couple of weeks, and then eventually, I've cocked this up a bit here, and eventually it's like something like that, and he's carrying this ball up as he gets bigger. So every day he's carrying this ball up, and basically he's lifting more weight every time. So he's progressing. If the ball stayed the same size and never got any bigger, he would not, Milo here, would not get any stronger, because his body will adapt to the stresses and the demands it's put upon him, which is a really important concept to understand when it comes to anything. Could be cardiovascular training. You know, if you run at the same pace every time, or if your heart rate stays the same, because your heart rate decreases as you get fitter. If you just run at the same heart rate, then you're not actually going to be getting. If you run at the same pace, then your heart rate will decrease because you're getting fitter. So you're not actually going to be getting any fitter, if that makes sense. I might have confused everyone there. I think I actually confused myself. So yeah, you've got to make the demands always more and more and more. You know, so when we're squatting, say you want to improve your squat, there's multiple ways to do that. You could, you could slowly progress. I mean, the weight increments on a barbell, they go up like 1.25 kg, so it's not really feasible to add 1.25 kgs, or if you can do it either side, 2.5 kilos every time. That's not feasible. What you could do is do a month or something like that at this weight consistently, and then up it a little bit, and then up it every month, sort of stuff like that. But you are progressing, and that's where muscle confusion sort of comes in. Muscle confusion isn't this like wacky circus idea of doing crazy stuff. It's just confusing the muscle, meaning that you're doing something different for your muscles. They're not used to it. Yeah, so adding a little bit of weight or training on one leg, anything like that, that's going to be technically muscle confusion. So I hope that makes sense. It's really important. Just because you like go to work and have a physical job does not mean that you can, you know, skip the gym or anything like that. Unless your goal is to get fitter for work, like for work purposes, then yeah, like if you're trying to like, you know, increase your bench press and things like that, I mean, you need to just bench press consistently, more and more, and progress that. If your goal is to, you know, run a marathon, you need to, at a certain time, you need to keep progressing that and increase the pace and things like that. You just have to progress, otherwise we're just not going to improve and get those adaptations and increased performance. Sweet, hope that all makes sense. Comment below if you have any thoughts, positive or negative. Just don't be a dick about it or anything like that, and we'll see you on the next video.